Hey friends, we're going to use this little mini cutting board today. I went ahead and put a coat of Glazed Doughunuts from Pixie on there. Just one little coat of that. And we're going to take one of our stencils and we're going to kind of just put it right up here and stencil that. You can take parts of your stencils and do this, and we're just going to tape that down a little bit so that we can make sure that we are staying right where we need to stay. And I think I'm going to take that tape, I think I'm going to put it this direction. I think that will help. We are using Juicy Mango by Paint Pixie. It's a kind of a gold color, and we're just going to stencil that on. Let me see exactly where I want to get it. I think we're going to put it right there. You can kind of hold it. I do like to tape it somewhere just so it gives it a little extra. And then we're just going to offset on our cardboard here. So I'm going to take this size and I'm going to put it in my paint. And you want to offload a lot because you want to do it light, and you can always add more. And I just kind of swirl mine. So I want to put it down. I'll kind of hold it where it doesn't bleed. And I'm just using some more of that paint that's already there. And that looks like it did pretty good. That is pretty good. Yay. All right, I like that on there. It's pretty. All right, and we're going to use this little print right here. This is Reba Rose Creations. This is part of a collage. There's 6 of them. I'm going to be using two today. And let's see, if we put our print on here, we may take a little bit. I think we may just put a little bit more, maybe right on our print. So let's get it put on, and then I think we will go back and stencil a little bit more. Just want to use a little bit of the stencil with it today. Let me tear just an edge off on the bottom here. We got pretty much all of it torn, but I thought I would tear just a little bit more on the bottom. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is rice paper. We're going to go ahead and put our decoupage medium, which I'm just using the Forcefield today. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on. And I'm just using a sponge to put it on with. Let's dry it just a little bit, and then I'm just going to put our heat iron on it. Just a little craft iron that I use. But I do want it a little bit dry because I don't want it bleeding through with that decoupage medium. It is a water base. I don't want it coming through our print. These are just some quick and easy. We're going to do 2 projects today. We're going to put that right there. Get my parchment paper. Put that down on top of our print. Just be careful that you don't move it too much, and watch that stencil. I think it did dry. Looked like it did. We're just going to iron this down right here. Little something was on the iron, it looked like, or it may have gotten too hot. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Okay, I think that'll work. Sometimes you do get things on your iron. That's why you want to always use the parchment paper. It doesn't show up a whole lot, but you can definitely see a little bit of it. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit right down here on this corner. There's a little room right here. We're going to do a little bit more paint. And I'm just going to hold it down with my fingers, and I'm just going to put a little piece right in here. You don't have to use the stencils, just something a little different. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that paint and come back on our stencil. There we go. That just gave it a whole nother look. I really love it up here the best. That is better. Okay, now we've got that one. That's cute. All right, we'll wash our stencil off later. I do like the little stencil on there. That is really cute. Now, something else I'm going to do is I'm going to take my palette knife. I thought I had it out here. I'm just going to grab one right here. And I'm going to take just a little bit of that paint. And I'm going to get a little bit off. You don't want it too much. And I'm just going to go around and do our edges with just a little bit of that paint. And that's going to give it a farmhouse cottage look. Just a little bit with that same gold. I like it. Put a little bit over here on the sides. If you've never tried this method, this is a good method to do this and using your paint and not having to scratch it off. Let's put a little bit right in here. So I like to go around my edges too. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the sides here. Make it look a little bit more chippy. Just like that. And this is our first project. We're going to have a second one. Just putting a little bit around here as well for spring. But you know that you can leave bunnies out all year, and these are not saying I'm just for Easter. They are cute like a country bunny that you can use anytime. So then I'm just using a little bit of that right up in there. And then you can go back and seal it. You can use some dark wax. I think I'll grab that dark wax real quickly and put just a little bit of that, and that is the Bee's Knees by Paint Pixie. I'm going to go ahead and dry this up a little bit so that it will be dry for us to put some wax. Isn't that cute? Just simple. We're going to put a little jute in the handle here. You could hang it, or you can put it on a tiered tray. Let me put that up where you can see it. A little bit right in here. You can always move that around with your finger or with the brush. And now we've made that look shabby chic. How quick was that craft? Simple, easy. Grab you one of these little cutting boards. You can find them all over the place. A cute, beautiful print, and there you go. Let's put a little string in the end. Cut a little bit of that. Put in the end, and there we have it. And these are called bunnies in pots, and there's 6 of them, and I will put my link in the description so that you can order those yourself if you'd like. And I'm just going to leave it just like that. Isn't that simple and cute? Welcome back. We're now doing our project 2. And we're going to take this little bunny, and I got this from one of the dollar stores. I'm not sure where. I've had it a little while, found it in my stash as well, and said let's use that up. Here's the other little bunny. It's got that color in it, that blue, so I'm going to leave it blue. But I do maybe want to go ahead and do the paint like I just did. And it's got a little bit of that same gold on the pot, so let's just take a little bit of that same color. And let's go around the edges of this one as well. And that's just going to give it that chippy look. Just a little bit more. Just take a little bit in your palette knife. You don't want a ton, just a little bit to kind of outline it first on your edges. And you don't have to do all the edges. Do what you feel. I hope that this inspires you today. And if you will, subscribe to my channel. I am also on Facebook. Sweetie's Creations at Sweetie's Creations and Decor. And my name is Sheila. You're just going to put a little bit here on the side. You can put a little bit more if you want to. We're just doing our sides first. And I put a little block on the bottom because it didn't sit up well by itself, so I went ahead and put a little block. Now I'm just going to take this and make sure you don't have a ton, and I'm just going to scrape across my piece here. That's all you're doing. You're making it look more chippy. That's all you're doing. If you've watched me before, you've seen me do this, but it's just pretty simple. And I'll probably paint this little base in the yellow, unless I find a blue color similar to this color. It had the little bunny tail on there, but we're going to put our bunny face first on here. Let's put a little bit right here on the edges. You can also sand those off if you want it to look more primitive or more country. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this paint across a little bit, because I know a little bit's going to show. And that's all we're going to do with that. And I'm okay with that little line. You don't have to be perfect with it at all. Have a little bit more here, and that's okay too. And then you want to wash that when you get through. And then you have this piece. So let's dry that up. We will add some wax to that one as well. We could do a stencil on here as well. Okay, so let's see how this is going to fit. We may have to take it off or put it up. Just one thing, we'll have to put it about right there for it to fit. Now let's tear a little bit off this side. Aren't these cute? You could also have used the brown with this one. I think that's going to be cute. We can always sand that off just a little bit. I like that. Let's take our little Forcefield again and our little sponge, and let's put some more Decoupage medium on here. So this is a water base. It doesn't have a heavy scent, and it seals really, really well. I'm just going to make sure we have plenty on there. Let's dry that up. How's this for quick crafting, quick decorations for your home? I'm going to put these in a tiered tray. I think they will be so, so cute. But I can't remember where I got it. I'm thinking it may have been on their sale after Easter one year, and that's where I got that. But you can find some cutouts like this and paint them and do whatever you'd like with them. Let's get our parchment paper again. Let's get another area that doesn't have anything on it. And I usually put my shiny side down. We're going to put that right there. I'm going to take our little travel iron. We're going to do the same thing on this one. Sorry. It's not wanting to pull from where I have it, so I'm going to have to move that down just a little bit, but you're just going to iron it just like this. For some reason, it's caught on something. There we go. It's when you go live or you're recording, that's when you have the craziest problems. So don't sweat it, just keep going. That's what I tell new people, just keep going like that. Let's take our stencil and let's put just a little bit something on the ears right here. I think that's going to be cute. Let's move our wax for right now. And I think we'll put this little piece right here on there. Just right there. Let's take that down right in there. Let's take our same brush, and we're going to use that same color, and we're going to offload it, load it, offload it. Let's just do that. You just want to hold it real well so it doesn't bleed. It's pretty quick. That did pretty good. That did pretty good. I like that. Let's see if we can fit one on this ear. It may just be part of it will fit, or it may all fit. Let's see. Trying to get back into doing some stenciling because it's kind of fun. That looks cute. I do like the stencil on there. How sweet is that? Oh, that is cute. Cute, cute. If you don't like it, you definitely don't have to do it, do you? And I'm okay with the blue showing through here a little bit as well. let's take a little bit of our wax and let's just go ahead and put our little bunny with a little bit of wax. See how you got a little bit of your white paper up here? If you'll put a little brown wax on it, it's going to kind of fade that in to where you don't have all of that showing. Just like that. You can put a little bit up on the ears if you want to. Just a little bit of your wax. And I'm going to take that gold that we have here, and I'm going to grab a brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and paint our bottom piece with a little bit of that gold just to finish that off. To use on my tier tray. There's that one. Isn't that cute? So that turned out really cute as well. So please subscribe.